You wake up suddenly at night and it's 333 on the clock. It's uncanny. This is not the first time that this has happened to you. And this repetitive pattern of numbers is something that you've been spotting a lot around you. In the morning, you took out your car and you saw 11111 on the dashboard. That's how many miles you've covered? Insane timing. Then you glance at the timer on the zebra crossing absent-mindedly and see that's 4-4. And as you're cruising in and parking your car in the car park, you notice that the car right in front of you has the number 8888. And you're like, whoa. Angel numbers, my friend, is something. This is a topic that a lot of people will say that, it's just confirmational bias. There's nothing scientific behind it. The mind, when it starts picking out a pattern, it just wants to show you more of that pattern. And that's just to illustrate, that what you want, what you are searching for, invariably shows up in life. You could say that. There are a lot of numbers out there in nature also. But if you actually look at it, what are the odds? How many times, what is the frequency with which something can appear like that for you? Think about it. Let's think of it. God, I wish I could spot a white dove. Maybe one will show up. Maybe I'll just be able to spot it twice. Not more than that. You're not going to have a white dove showing up on your window every single day. No. You could make an argument that there are lot less white doves and lot many numbers, and then I would make another argument that why don't you try the same thing even for a product that you're searching online? Why don't you do that? See how many times that shows up. Maybe with your social media algorithms it will, but you just have to think of it. You just think of that specific thing and see how many times that shows up. It will not be matched in frequency to how many times you can see numbers. Quite often with the progressive pattern popping up in your life when you're undergoing some kind of a change. It starts quite often with 111, 222, then 333, then 444, then 555, then 66, 777, 888, 999, and you're like, wow. And then you see a different series after a while, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So this is a series where I'm going to be talking a lot about different angel numbers, what they mean, what their message is, what your higher self and your spirit guides are trying to communicate to you through these numbers, and how you can utilize that knowledge, those nudges in your life better. But I'm also going to be, going deeper into the numerology series that I had sort of left a little bit in the middle there, and I'm going to take that up, and that's going to be part of the series as well. This series, all in all, is going to be a lot more about numbers, number patterns, and I'm going to integrate that as part of the content here on this channel now. Why? Because it's exciting. And the way that it ties up so interestingly with planetary energies and with Vastu, it's like uncanny. So now let's consider this the beginning to the first episode, the first part here. What happens when you're seeing, a specific number come in your life again and again? Okay? If it's a specific number, if it's a specific number pattern. Let's say it's 8. If you're seeing 8, too many times, and let's say you are in Saturn Mahadasha or Saturn Antardasha, then this is the planet trying to communicate with you. This is Saturn trying to tell you to have patience. It's Saturn trying to tell you that, look, dude, There are things in life that you had thought you could not do, but you have done. There are things in life that you think right now that you may never be able to do going by the rate that you're going on, but you will have them if you don't give up. Basically, all of life is a game about being patient and understanding that there is karma. 8 is also infinity. What goes around comes around. What you give, you'll get. Okay? So if you're seeing a lot of 8s in your life, especially let's say around Saturn maturation, let's say you're 35 or 34 or 36, Saturn matures at 35, then this is a huge sign from the universe that you are going to be leveling up in life pretty soon. And it may very well be through some kind of a partnership. Usually that's how Saturn works. But there is one more thing here. It's that Saturn, you will have to see how it's behaving in your particular chart. If you're seeing a lot of 8s, and let's say you're undergoing Saturn maturation and Saturn's healthy. If Saturn's conjunct the nodes, it's not going to mature before 42 and 48 when the nodes mature. If it's conjunct Rahu, it's not maturing before 42. If it's conjunct Ketu, it's not maturing before 48. Don't cry about it. It's just, different rates. That's okay. There's a different lesson there. Go check out my videos, about Rahu Saturn and Ketu Saturn. Okay? But if it's, not conjunct any of the nodes, then it is maturing at 35. Well, let's say, you're at that age, around about that age, or you're undergoing your, let's say, Saturn return, which could be between 28 to 30 or 58 to 60. Okay? In these circumstances, and this is what is happening. Well, if Saturn is in your 10th house, then this is an indicator from Saturn. Saturn's trying to communicate with you. Dude, clean up your act. Work hard. Clean up your act, or because very soon I'm going to be putting you out there. Whatever you've done, therefore, is going to also be out there. And so this is good, and this is also bad. So clean up your act when it comes to that area. Okay, this is Saturn communicating and saying that, dude, it's time to work. There's something that you wanted from life, didn't you? Go get it. Go get it. Okay? And let's say everything is similar that's happening to you. You're seeing a lot of 8s, and let's say maybe you're going through Saturn return, maybe you're going through Sarasati, maybe you're going through Saturn Mahadasha, maybe you're going through Antardasha, maybe you're going through maturation, any important Saturn type period in your life, and you're seeing a lot of these 8s, then and let's say Saturn is for you in the 3rd house. Now Saturn's trying to communicate to you. Saturn's trying to say, look, dude, it is time for you to take initiative. Yesterday you said tomorrow. So we are here today, in tomorrow. What are you going to do about it? How are you going to handle it? Get to work. Do this. And, if you're a person who does not talk well with people, who's just, has an attitude, you're a bad communicator, you're going to see quite a few things blow up in your face in this period. Why? Because Saturn is like, he's a tough taskmaster, even when he wants to bless you. Okay? He's be like, okay. Show me that you've earned it. Come on. Don't let me down. Saturn's like that. Okay? Come on. You can't let me down. I want to reward you. Get your ration order. I don't care. Get it. Get it done. So that's the push of Saturn. If you're seeing a lot of 8s in your life and you're going through some kind of turbulence in life, let me tell you, everything will work out for the best. Let me tell you, your good karma will come to save you. Let me tell you that you will have what you want, no matter how much you waited for it, no matter how much you struggled for it, no matter how much you've had to go through hell for it. Just have to believe. You have to have the faith. You have to be flexible and allow it to come to you in your life in the way that it will. That's what that infinity, that's what 8 is about. Okay? And yes, keep your eyes peeled for partnerships, because Saturn, a very important way that Saturn teaches you is, when he blesses you also, he wants to teach you that, look, dude, you're not supposed to do everything on your own. Okay? You don't create a lasting change just doing things on your own. You can, make moves, you can do great stuff, but you will not be able to create lasting, massive, change. You only do that when you work with people, when you make it a movement, when other people are also joined in the cause, and then other people are also joined in the cause. That is how you leave behind a legacy. Even if it's, planting fruit trees in your garden and getting your neighbors to care for them, and planting that together. I don't know about your side in the world, but in India here, with all our problems, this is something that we often do in villages, in our societies and all of that. So when kids are young, you teach them how to plant trees, and then you collaborate with neighbors, etc., and everybody together, to look after that tree. You do that. So that kind of a thing, and that's different, right? That's a different experience. So Saturn is a very beautiful, powerful energy. Eights, if you're seeing a lot, get ready for abundance, baby. Get ready for abundance. But this abundance is requiring, like let's say Saturn in the sixth. Get on top of your documentation. Get it done. Your blessings are stuck because you're not getting that work done. Get it done. Get your documents out of the way. Get your health on track. Overcome, any opposition that's there in front of you in terms of your routine with sheer will. That, okay, you know what? I have to do this. I don't feel like it. That isn't what this time of life is about. So Saturn will then push you, and when you start reading into the messages, the pattern changes quite often. That is something quite often that happens. We're going to talk about another number next video. We're going to keep going into this lovely topic. It's one of my most favorite topics, and I had actually been working on it quite a while behind the scenes, but I wasn't really ready to get it out there. But this is something that I would love to share a lot more about. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel so that you can stay abreast of all the wonderful content that I post here, and push the bell icon so that you can be notified every single time I post. If you want to learn astro life coaching from me, how I do it, how I apply it, how I help people, I have made a very special course that I've put together, which combines all the important aspects of astro life coaching into a wonderful course for beginners that you will actually be able to utilize to study charts and get to work, not just theoretical stuff, and a testament to this is, look at my podcast episode that I've done with my students from the previous batch, right? So it's wonderful. If you're interested in that sort of a thing, you can check out the link given here, and go fill up the form on the page. Slots are limited, seats are limited, and so we'll get back to you as soon as we can. We'll fix up a time, we'll chat, and then we'll see if we can be great for working together. Thank you so much. Take care. Hari Om.